And now it is my honor to introduce Lake Gibson High School's valedictorian, Wyatt Andrew Woodard, with a GPA of 4.699.
Good afternoon, everybody. I already cried once today, so let's see if it happens again. Good afternoon, graduates, staff, families, and all those in attendance. And in case I don't see you, good evening and good night. This may be the first time many of you are hearing me speak, or even seeing me at all, unless you saw my homecoming campaign, in which case let's agree to not discuss this again. I'd like to thank the people who have made this event possible, to my classmates for putting in the work to get here, to the staff and student officers helping to usher our students, to our wonderful choir singers who have considered family for the past 4 years, and to our principal, Mr. Ryan Van, for always, and I mean always, having something to say. High school has been a time where all of us have learned and grown. For freshmen, this was from 5'5" to 5'8", but for the rest of us, it was something deeper. We laughed and we cried, we told jokes, we skipped class, at least those of you that were cooler than me. Most importantly, we became the people that we are today. Now, before we all speedwalk across the stage like it's a race we didn't train for, I want to take a moment to reflect on the people who made this all possible. First, to our parents and families, thank you for driving us to school when we missed the bus, for staying up late and helping us with homework even when you didn't understand it either, for celebrating our wins and comforting us in our losses. You've been our unpaid therapists, chefs, chauffeurs, and biggest fans. If there was a GPA for parenting, you would all have graduated as valedictorian. Thank you to my mom, Mrs. Amy Birch, who many of you are familiar with. She's always been a shoulder I could lean on and provided a literal open door for me at school. Thank you to my dad for always asking questions and always seeking to understand what I was up to and why I was so busy all the time. To our teachers, thank you for pushing us, believing in us, and sometimes tolerating us. Whether you taught us how to solve for X, write a thesis, or just show up on time, or at least look like we tried, you've shaped who we are more than you could possibly realize. We may not remember every fact or formula, but we will remember the feeling of having someone in our corner. I'm grateful to say I've had many excellent teachers throughout the years. A special thanks to Miss Sarah Linhart for providing me with a dedicated family that taught me blood is just as thick as water. I wouldn't be who I am as a musician, student, and individual without her guidance and support. I also have elementary school teachers here supporting me this afternoon. Thank you for setting me up for greatness from early on and stalking my mom on Facebook long enough to see what I'm up to these days. To the friends who sat with us at lunch, proofread our essays, and reminded us what homework was due when, we couldn't have done it without you. You helped make these years bearable, hilarious, and honestly unforgettable. You taught us that family isn't always blood, it's the people who show up again and again. To all audio members over the past 4 years, I will miss you guys so much. To those of you who aren't walking the stage with me today, what you put into the program is what you will get out of it, and there are some amazing rewards to be reaped. I'd also like to give a special shout out to the people who have begged me for months saying that I better mention you in my speech. This line is for you. I'm not calling you by name, though. To our counselors, coaches, club advisors, and anyone who's ever said, "You've got this," thank you. Your belief in us carried us through when our own belief in ourselves felt like it was hanging on by a thread. And to those of us who made us laugh on the worst days, who danced with us at prom, who stuck with us through awkward group projects and existential hallway conversations, you've made high school something more than just a place. You've made it a memory. Most importantly, I'm looking forward to what's to come. Graduation is not an ending, it's the beginning of our adulthood, where the world finally becomes ours. I cannot wait to see what we all do next. I've seen some incredible things this year, and I'm sure the coming years will be just as exciting. The world is scary, and it's beautiful, and it's scarily beautiful. At least now we'll get to follow teachers on social media. High school, for me, has been a time where I've been able to find myself. It's been a time of exploration and finding what I love. The search is far from over, but I feel much more confident, prepared, and motivated than I ever have. And I encourage each and every one of you to find your passion. Find what makes you tick, what keeps you up on those long nights, what you can never stop talking about. Never discredit yourself, and never convince yourself that it's too late. I can't let you go without at least one quote. There's a line in the first Hunger Games movie said by President Snow. He says, "Hope is the only thing stronger than fear." Empower yourself with hope, and the rest will come naturally. As scary, undefined, and difficult as our futures may be, hope is the tool we need to continue thriving. Hope for a better world, a brighter future, and a brave life. Congratulations, class of 2025. You've been brave all day and brave every day. And one last thing, to quote American singer-songwriter Charlie XCX, I'm your number one, you're number one, you're number one. Thank you.